Hey, what's up guys? We're back on Pokemon Showdown for UU Live today. Now I'm using a pretty interesting team I just recently constructed, today. And yeah, I'll just go over it real quick. We are actually going to just check it out right here. We are actually using Stone Edge, Wing Attack, Pursuit, Toxic, Mega-Aerodactyl. Now the reason I'm using Toxic on Aerodactyl is because of the fact that it lures in a lot of really bulky things like Swampert and Donphan. And none of those things really appreciate being toxic, so I kind of wanted to use toxic on this thing. And the reason for Pursuit is, Crobat is roaming everywhere in UU right now, and it's really nice to go ahead and pursue things like that. And it's nice to bring this thing in as a good revenge killer as well, because it is the fastest Pokemon in UU. Yeah, it's definitely the fastest Pokemon in UU. It outspeeds Mega-Aerodactyl too. So this thing's really nice to use. The dual stab is pretty much all it necessarily needs, in my opinion. Some people like to run Aqua Tail or Earthquake, but I think Pursuit and Toxic will do the job just fine. Now, next we have our Life Orb Nidoking here, and this thing is basically used as a wall breaker, and it's a nice thing to get up Stealth Rocks with, because of the fact that most people usually switch out when they see a Nidoking, or if I bring a Nidoking on, I'm trying to get into their potential Nidoking walls so I can set up my rocks easily on some things. So that's pretty much the set right there. The next set is Spec Sylveon. You guys have seen me use this multiple times, at least if you watch my GPSL videos from a couple months ago. But yeah, this thing's such a threat. Hits so freaking hard with the pixelated boosted choice specs, hyper voices, and Psyshock is obviously for the Tentacruels, so Tentacruel is no longer a problem with this Sylveon set. Now I'm actually thinking about running Modest over Timid on this Nidoking, and I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet. I think Timid is fine for now, but we might change that later. Anyway, next mon is a good spin blocker in Jellicent, and I know Jellicent is an RU mon, but I didn't necessarily want Chandelure as my spin blocker, and I didn't want to bring in Cofagrigus, so I think Jellicent will do the job just fine. Gives me a nice water absorb user as well. As you can see, my team does not really appreciate water that much, so my really only switch-ins are Sylveon and Jellicent, Mandibuzz to an extent. But yeah, this thing's really nice because it gives me an immunity, and I can taunt things like Suicune, not allowing it to set up freely on me, so that's pretty cool. Will-O-Wisp, I was thinking about using Hex over Taunts, but I think Taunts will be better just because of the fact that Suicune is such a huge threat. And really the only way I can actually kill Suicune is Nidoking and Sylveon. Other than that, I have to get maybe a couple crits with Infernape while it's asleep. So that is about it, honestly. So yeah, that's Jellicent for you. 44 speed is to outspeed things like, what do I outspeed? I think I outspeed like Gligar maybe, or something along the lines of that. It's base 65 speed Pokemon. I'm not sure what is base 65 though. So yeah, I outspeed Sylveon as well. But anyway, the Infernape is next, and we're just using a Choice Scarf variant. This is pretty much a nice Entei switch-in along with Jellicent as well. And it's not necessarily a Entei counter because of the fact that they do get extreme speed too. But if he's locked into Sacred Fire, I can bring this thing in and at least take one hit and then hit back harder. So Gunk Shot for the fairies too, and yeah, U-turn for initiative. So that's the Infernape. Then we are running the Rocky Helmet Mandibuzz. We're actually running a Spadef Mandibuzz this time because of the fact that my team was pretty weak to a Hydreigon other than Sylveon. So I wanted a better counter, honestly, and a Draco Meteor from a Choice Scarf Hydreigon actually only does about 30-ish% to me, so that is insane. This thing is incredibly bulky, and I can't wait to use it. So we'll just hop right in the UU ladder here, and I'm actually pretty high, I think, in UU. I think I'm close to the ladder at least. We're about to, I'll just check it real quick. Yeah, it looks like we're all the way up at 1463, so that's pretty cool. That's got to be pretty close to the ladder. I can check that out too real quick. That has to be like pretty close, I think. Yeah, the bottom of the ladder is 1505, so we actually might get on the ladder at the end of this live, so that's pretty cool. Never been on the ladder, but we might be able to potentially do it. So we find a game, and he's using a pretty typical team, honestly. I've seen it a lot, honestly. You see Crobat a lot, Crocodile too, and Mega-Aerodactyl's almost on every team. He might be Nasty Plot Celebi, and I kind of need to watch out for that because of the fact that if it has the right move slot, it actually can pretty much beat my team as long as if some things go down. So I think I can lead. I think he's just going to lead the Crocodile here, honestly. I'm pretty sure I can lead Sylveon here. That's not too much of a problem at all. And he actually leads the Rotom Heat, so he's actually faster than me. So if he wants to go for a Volt Switch, I think I might just go straight for the Hyper Voice anyway, even though it is resisted. So yeah, the Volt Switch is coming in here. It looks to be Choice Scarf damage that didn't do too much, and how much is this thing going to take from Hyper Voice? 50%. So he is invested. He is a defensive Crobat. Very nice to know because of the fact that Jellicent pretty much walls this thing to an extent, and so does Aerodactyl. So I think I'm honestly going to take. Ooh, I don't even think he has Cross Poison. I'm going to check real quick. I don't know what the normal Crobat set usually runs. If it's defensive, I think it's not. Yeah, if it's defensive, it does not have Cross Poison. And there's no way that a offensive Crobat took that choice back so well, because Crobat stats aren't too great, honestly. So yeah, that is a support Crobat. So I'm actually going to stay in Hyper Voice again. There's no reason not to, because he's just going to U-turn, and I can just keep firing off Hyper Voices. So he doesn't necessarily have a great switch in here. His switch in is his Rotom, and that thing's going to be taking at least 50% as well. So he does go into the Rotom here, and yeah, it took 70% from a crit. He has leftovers, so I can literally just keep spamming Hyper Voice, and there's nothing he can do about it. It's actually just ripping through his team right now. He does show Pain Split, though. That's a decent enough play because he lives one more, but after this he won't live. So Pain Split it up again, and goodbye Rotom. So I no longer have to deal with a Rotom Heat, which is actually kind of a threat to this team because of the fact that it can pivot out on things like Infernape or Jellicent. So even Manabuzz too. So I'm really happy that thing's gone. Now he brings out the Aerodactyl, and this thing will kill. Pursuit won't, so I'm not too worried about it. He could have rocks on this thing as well. I think Jellicent is a decent enough switch, and I am very physically bulky. Almost max investment, I think, on this thing. So yeah, 216. So he just goes ahead and Mega Evolves. He goes straight for the Stone Edge. Of course he gets a crit, unfortunate, but I do have Recover on this thing, so I'm not too worried about it. If I do Recover though, I kind of want to go straight for the Will-O-Wisp if he wants to be really aggressive. No, he's just going to go into the, yeah, he's just going to go into the Celebi. I could make a double here. I could Taunt. What do I want to do? I think Nidoking's actually pretty safe, honestly, because of the fact that, well, he could have Psychic, never mind. Yeah, that's not safe at all. What do I want to do? I know he's going Celebi, but I don't necessarily have a great switch in. If he stays in, he's bad. I'm going to go Infernape. He actually goes into this thing. I was actually predicting Celebi, so he makes a very, very with a safe play. I think I can just U-turn on out into my Nidoking here. I don't know if he'd want to stay in and take a Flare Blitz from this thing either. He should probably switch out, but maybe if he wants to just click Wish, he can do that too. But if he clicks Wish, he gives me a free switch into my Nidoking here. I kind of get a switch in no matter what he does. Maybe if he goes into the Celebi, he doesn't, but it's going to be taking a lot from the U-turn, so either way, it's kind of a win-win for me, personally. Now that the Rotom Heat is gone, it's great because he doesn't have a Levitate user. He still has the Crobat and the Mega-Aerodactyl though, so I kind of have to watch out for that. Not too sure what he's going to do here though. In my opinion, he should probably go into something like the Crobats because of the fact that he can roost off the damage potentially, so I don't know if he's smart enough to go into the Crobat, but that is probably the play here. I know he could be risking the Flare Blitz. Yeah, he just stays in, so I get a free switch into my Nidoking here. These things do have Psychic, but they never run it, so Moonblast coming in here, not going to do anything. I'm going to take this opportunity to get out my Stealth Rock because it looks like he doesn't necessarily have a great, yeah, so he just goes into the bat here, and yeah, so he can defog here, but he will die, so I'm not worried about that at all. So he'll lose his Crobat here if he clicks defog, and if he doesn't, he'll just take more Stealth Rock damage. So I'm kind of putting him, yeah, okay, so Roost was probably not the play there at all, because Ice Beam is still doing a very massive amount of damage to him. If he wants to, yeah, so he just stays in to click Brave Bird. I knew that wouldn't kill me. Nidoking's not that frail, but it is pretty frail. So I'm able to get rid of the bat, so rocks are here to stay, which is really nice because it helps with the Mega-Aerodactyl a ton, and just residual damage over time. Now I kind of want to keep this thing alive. He could have Pursuit here, he really easily could. I don't know why every Crocodile's named Liability, so Anyway, yeah, he could easily just click Pursuit here because of the fact that he was a, well, he's not Scarf Moxie, which is nice because that actually puts in a little bit of work on my team. I think I can go Mana Buzz here. If he clicks Pursuit, I mean, oh well. I kind of want to force him to use it. Yeah, he doesn't click Pursuit, so luckily he knocks off my Rocky Helmet though. I mean, not too big of a deal. I can just click U-turn here because of the fact that he's not going to want to stay in. Yeah, so he just U-turn. I get my slow U-turn off, and I get to bring out my monster again with Nidoking here. Sheer Force Life Orb, definitely not something a Florges wants to take, or really anything on his team wants to take with the Sludge Wave coming in. So I should pick up a kill here, if not do a massive amount of damage to anything that wants to come in. So he actually lives. That thing is very bulky. It lives on 2%, so that thing has to be like max investment. I'm actually gonna calc that because of the fact that I'm just curious. That's why I kind of wanted a Modest too. That would have killed from Modest, and I don't necessarily think it outspeeds many threats that that it needs to be timid with. So might really look into that. So I think I actually am going to change that right now. So yeah, Sludge Wave. Let's see what it would do if I was Modest. Yeah, it would do so much more. I'm actually going to change that right now. So, yeah, it's just my personal preference, guys. You don't have to follow exactly what I do if you even follow me. But, yeah, so I can bring in my Aerodactyl here. Go ahead and Mega Evolve because I need to get this Mega Evolution off, and I can literally just click, yeah, I don't even need to click Pursuit because rocks are up, so this thing will die. So I can just spam Wing Attack, and he has no flying resist, which is pretty cool as well. So KD the Florges is going to drop here, and he doesn't have another safe switch in either. This Mega-Aerodactyl beats, yeah, well, everything except this because I don't have Aqua Tail, but that's fine. This thing can't necessarily do too much to my team. Mana Buzz hard walls it. So I think I might just sack the Jellicent here on the knockoff. I think he would go for knockoff here. He actually goes for Stone Edge. I love that. He should go for knockoff here. I'm literally just sacking this thing off. I'll just click Scald, and yeah, so that's fine. He hits double Stone Edge, so I don't know why he chose to go for Stone Edge there. Maybe he thought I was going to pivot out into something else. So that's kind of interesting. I can just bring in my Infernape here. I outspeed even if he is Choice Scarf, and I think I can U-turn here. Now if he stays in, I can kind of see what set he is if he does stay in. I think I'm just going to click U-turn. It's my safest play. I can't. I don't want to lock myself into the Flare Blitz just yet because of the Aerodactyl, and then I don't want to lock myself into close combat because of this thing. So I just OHKO it with U-turn. So that was a very offensive CLB, and I can literally just bring out my Mega-Aerodactyl again. And what I'm doing is pretty much forcing his Mega-Aerodactyl not to come in. So and this thing's just going to keep taking rocks damage over time. So yeah, I guess I can just sack Sylveon here. I guess the Stone Edge is coming in again. Maybe he is Scarf, what's it called? Intimidate. I don't know why he would run that though. Scarf Moxie's so much better. So he actually pulls a double. Doesn't really gain him anything at all. I'm just going to click Hyper Voice, and then yeah, if he doesn't kill me here, then yeah, I kill him. So anyway, the reason why I'm using Wing Attack over Aerial Ace is because it has more PP, and there are no accuracy drops in this. So that is the reason why, if you guys were wondering. Now I'm pretty sure I can just go Mana Buzz here. I know. No, I'll just go. Well, hang on. I really want to calc this actually. Infernape, Choice Scarf, because I don't want to go into it if it doesn't kill. Mega-Aerodactyl. His Earthquake is the only thing that kills me. Well, why isn't Aerial Ace or Wing Attack showing? Wing. Okay, well I guess Mega-Aerodactyl. Okay, we'll just go Aerial Ace then. Yeah, that actually doesn't kill me. Interesting. I don't know if that's right or not. Oh, this is normal Aerodactyl. We need Mega-Aerodactyl. That's why. Yeah, because Aerial Ace definitely kills. Infernape is not bulky at all. Yeah, it definitely kills. CC does not, however. It's a very, very low roll. So I'm gonna go into Mana Buzz here. He has to crit the. He has to crit to knock me out here. I could potentially go to or click U-turn here, but Foul Play is just a better play in my opinion. Just because even if he does go Crocodile here, it doesn't really do too much. Oh wow, that did a lot of damage, and I didn't expect that. So For some reason, he actually has a chance to win now. He has to win the speed tie here, and yeah, so he actually doesn't risk it. Interesting. I would have probably risked it there if I was him, because this thing, I don't know if this thing can, I think wing attack actually kills. I don't think he's living. Oh, come on. Of course. So, I kill him after rocks damage, so, okay, well, he says GG, you lose, so, yeah, GG. So, I kind of played it very, very, safe at the end, which is why it got so close, so, yeah, but anyway, at least I pulled off the W here. He doesn't outspeed a, Quick Scarf, Infernape, and, yeah, we should pick up a W here. Close combat should kill, as it does. So, get the first W, and that's pretty nice, even though it came way closer than I wanted it to. I had a pretty good lead on him, but he actually did bring it back a bit. So, he was actually pretty low on ladder. Interesting that we matched up against him. I guess there's not a lot of people playing right now. But anyway, we'll get another game here, and yeah, these are the kind of teams I don't like to play because of the fact that it has Zoroark and a Meloetta. Shout out Meloetta. It's Borussia Darkrai team member. I can't wait to use that thing. And then Donphan was a former GPSL teammate of mine. So, looking at his team, he has no Mega, and I'm just kind of scared of what he wants to lead with. He could lead the Donphan, but it could be the Zoroark. So I don't necessarily know what I want to do right now. I could just lead my Infernape and click U-turn. I think that's a fine play because of the fact that if he wants to lead Donphan, I can just, yeah, so there's the Donphan. I don't know if this is the Donphan just yet, so that's why I'm going to click U-turn here. Yeah, so it actually is the Donphan. It would have broke the illusion and been super effective against him. And I think I can just go Mandibuzz here, and even if he does have Stone Edge, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, so he just puts Earthquake. And I don't have Toxic, which kind of sucks. I really wanted Toxic on this thing, but I thought U-turn would be very nice just to get that slow U-turn off. I'm actually just going to U-turn here. Yeah, perfect. He goes into the Lucario here, trying to get the Justified boost, I would expect. And yeah, I can just bring back this Infernape here, and there's really... He has a choice here to make. Well, technically, I have a choice here to make because of the fact that I could click Flare Blitz and knock out, or at least do a lot of damage to the Crobat, or I could click Close Combat and do a lot of damage or knock out the Arcanine. I could potentially U-turn as well, but I can't let this thing set up necessarily because of the fact that it has Nasty Plot and Swords Dance, so it could be Mach Punch or Vacuum Wave with like Flash Cannon or Iron Head. So with CC or Knockoff, I don't know what else this thing gets. What would he expect? I think I'm going to Flare Blitz. He actually does Extreme Speed, so this thing's going to die. That's fine by me. I won't die by recoil, but I'll take a decent amount. Lucario out of the way is really nice because of the fact that Life Orb E-Speed is definitely something I don't want to really play against. I could have went into my Jellicent and pretty much like hardwall this thing if it didn't have the knockoff, but I'll take that trade. Definitely going to switch out here though, no matter what he goes into probably, because of the fact that I want Infernape to stay at a decent range, so yeah, I'm going to go hard Mandibuzz here. Because I want Infernape to stay alive to pretty much counter the Zoroark. I know my Sylveon can eat hits from it, but I don't necessarily want it to. Yeah, Ishard's not really going to do too much. I can just roost that damage off really easily, so it'd be really nice if I had Toxic on this thing, I'm not going to lie. I do outspeed, so I think I'm just going to U-turn to try to break, yeah, so I can just keep U-turning with Mandibuzz. That's why I really like it, at least having U-turn on it, it's so nice. I can go Aerodactyl here, and this Crobat really can't touch me. Gets me my Mega Evolution, and I get to see his items, so it looks like he is banded because we don't see any black sludge, and I think he'd probably just U-turn here. He doesn't really appreciate, yeah, I think I'm just going to Pursuit. I'm going to Pursuit, and then I'm going to Toxic the Donphan on the next incoming turn. So he actually stays in to do what? Yeah, U-turn, whatever. I outsped, he's Life Orb, better for us. Donphan coming in here now, and it does have the Ice Shard, but I'm going to fire off the Toxic. And yeah, so that's why Ice Shard Donphan just honestly not that great in my opinion, unless you might want to counter something like Salamence. It's just something that I wouldn't run personally. So we finally get to use Toxic on the Aerodactyl, which is kind of nice. I'm going to go into Mandibuzz now, and now Mandibuzz beats this thing one-on-one, which is insanely nice for us because Donphan is just a bulky threat, honestly. I'm going to roost off this damage here. If he wants to keep going for Ice Shard, that's totally fine by me. He actually goes straight Meloetta here, and he could be Meloetta Pirouette. That's what I'm worried about. Yeah, I'm actually really worried about that. And he could be Specs Hyper Voice, but I am especially defensive. So I think I'm just going to click U-turn here. I am at full. This could be the Zoroark as well. I have no idea. He actually tricks us, so gives us a Choice Scarf, and we give him a Rocky Helmet, so we'll take some... Oh, it is the Zoroark, so that's kind of nice, but we do have a Choice Scarf on our Mandibuzz now. But that's actually not that bad, honestly, because of the fact that I do outspeed, I think, the Meloetta now. Yeah, I outspeed the Meloetta now, and the Arcanine, so, I mean, it's kind of a lose-win. I mean, it's definitely bad to have a Choice Scarf on this thing, but, I mean, not the worst thing in the world. So, because he has the Rocky Helmet, I can't go Infernape. That kind of sucks. Yeah, that's just annoying. But I can honestly just go into, I think, Sylveon and knock this thing out. There's not really any necessarily good switch-ins. Crobat honestly takes so much. And he is Life Orb, though, so I think he would drop from it. And then the Arcanine takes a ton of damage depending on the set. So I'm going to Hyper Voice here, and I should pick up at least some damage here. And if he... Yeah, Hyper Beam, wow. That was the last move I would have expected to come out from the Zoroark right there. So very, very interesting choice. Arcanine coming in here now, and they do carry a Wild Charge, but I'm pretty sure I can just go into my Jellicent here. Yeah, if he wants to click Wild Charge, that's fine by me. You just go straight for the Flare Blitz, and yeah, Life Orb Recoil. So now the Wild Charge is coming in here, 110%. They always run it. I don't think he would go for another. Yeah, so I'm just gonna double. He actually goes Meloetta, though. I didn't think he would. I thought he would go into something like, I don't know, maybe Crobat. I can't stand on this thing. What do I want to do? I think Mandibuzz is necessarily or kind of safe because of the fact that I do outspeed now. Shadow Ball, yeah, I resist that, and that's not going to do anything. Of course, he gets Spit Out Drop, though. Why wouldn't he? Outplay coming in here. Yeah, he can go down pin only once. That's gonna act. Wow, that did a lot of damage, actually. That's pretty cool for us. He's probably gonna try to get up his Stealth Rocks here. That's what I would assume, at least. He has leftovers too. I do outspeed with Sylveon. You know, I'm going to take this own opportunity to try to get up my rocks. I don't think there's any way he would ever, yeah, well, I guess he can just click Earthquake now. That's fine. Having this thing in also kind of brings away the Arcanine. It doesn't allow that thing to come in. It'll just bring in something like the Meloetta. I can potentially just Earth Power, or actually, no, I can just Ice Beam, and he'll go down. If he wants to go Crobat, that thing will die too. So, Ice Shard coming up. Of course he crits too. Like, I just don't like lucky players at all. Whatever. Crobat coming in here, and it's literally just going to click Brave Bird and knock something out here, probably. Like, I could honestly probably stall it out with Mandibuzz with just constantly roosting, but that's not a good play. Rock should be really nice here, because of the fact that he could have Morning Sun on his Arcanine. I'm actually going to count real quick. I know that, what's it called? No, it was Life Orb, so I guarantee you it has, well, this set isn't carrying it, so, I guess that's good. But, I don't know, I think you would have Morning Sun on it. I think I just need to knock this thing out, and then, what do I need Jellicent for? It's a decent Arcanine check. What do I need this thing for? Not really anything at the moment, so I think I'm just going to click Ice Beam here, as he's just going to knock us out with Brave Bird, but he'll take a decent amount of recoil, which is pretty nice. And I'm pretty sure a Pursuit will kill this thing. Mega-Aero. I don't know why these things never carry Pursuit. It just makes it frustrating. Pursuit on a Crobat. We'll just make him that. And then, obviously, it is not 40. It'll be 80 if he switches out. Yeah, it'll kill. But if he doesn't switch out, it won't. Whatever. I'll go to it anyway. There's no way you risk your Crobat here. I'm clicking Pursuit. You have... Okay, or not. I guess he decided he had better ideas. Yeah, that was an interesting play. I didn't really understand that one. I don't necessarily why he kept the Arcanine over that. But anyway, now what do I want to do? Metaletta is the biggest threat on his team in my opinion. Infernape kind of cleaned up. I just need to find a right time to bring it in. I need to weaken things a little bit. I think I'm gonna go Jellicent here. Yeah, thought so. He brings in this thing, and I know the Wild Charge is probably coming in here, but there's not really anything I can do about it, so I'm just going to throw off a Scald here. I think I actually live a Wild Charge, even though he is Life Orb. Yeah, so hopefully we can get a burn here. That'd be fantastic. We get a crit. No burn. I really wanted the burn. But no leftovers, so that's nice because of the fact that I just need to put it in range of... Well, I guess he could have... Yeah, E-Speed wins. Fuck. So I got to keep this thing alive, because it beats the Arcanine, and not necessarily, but kind of. Was he gonna Shadow Ball again? Probably. I'm just gonna go Mana Buzz here. Yeah, Shadow Ball it again. That is doing absolutely nothing, but I'm actually going to just make 100% sure that it is if it is Specs or not. That's what I'm kind of worried about. He's not that, he is Shadow Ball. He actually is Specs. That's really nice to know. Yeah, that is Specs damage, and that's doing absolutely nothing. So I can actually click Defog here. I think that's my play. Getting rid of rocks will just help my longevity in the long run. So yeah, I'm just gonna click Defog here. Yeah, I think that's my best play. Pretty sure I can go back into Jellicent here. Even if he clicks Wild Charge, that's fine. Flare Blitz, yeah. Yeah, luckily no burn. That would be pretty bad in my opinion as well. So Wild Charge could come in here. Maybe he doesn't have it. Maybe he just has Flare Blitz like close combat and extreme speed, and maybe like Morning Sun. So that might be the case as well. I think I'm gonna recover up here. Yeah. So now I'm at a very nice range of HP. He should probably just go for the Shadow Ball here again. That's probably his play. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back into Mana Buzz, and if he yeah, you can just click Shadow Ball again. Of course. But it's still not going to be doing anything. I'm going to go ahead and Roost Up because I outspeed this thing. Yeah, they're not doing anything. So I'm going to get this thing back up to full HP. Yeah, at this point it's just a standoff really. So he knows I'm locked in, and he knows I need to switch out here. So I think I can just pretty much sack off. Do I want to even sack the Sylveon here because it's still pretty useful? What I could do is sack Jellicent. Yeah, I think I could sack Jellicent here because Arcanine's at 59, and I'm pretty sure my Mana Buzz can beat it 1v1. Oh, these are the tough games, guys. That's Videf Josh just really stupid, especially on the first one. Actually, if Sylveon can live too, I'm actually going to go into that instead. Choice Specs. I have a little bit more HP. Ooh, it is a roll. I kind of want to keep it around though because of the fact that it literally just picks up a kill if I can get one Hyper Voice off. Yeah, I'm going to sack Jellicent here actually. Because I am Scarf, so I do outspeed the Arcanine. Well, I think I do at least. Obviously, Shadow Ball is going to be doing a ton. And yeah, I'll pretty much just sack this thing off here. I know you guys might think this is a weird play, but I think this is my best chance to win. Because he is locked into the Shadow Ball, and I should be able to pick up a kill with this thing. There's no way. I don't think offensive Arcanine can live. And obviously Meloetta goes down, so looks like he got a low roll. So oh my lord, that thing lived. Okay, so I think I can still, as long as he doesn't get a max roll, I'm pretty sure I can knock this thing out. Yeah, so luckily he doesn't. And Meloetta pulling some bulk with it as well. Goes into the Arcanine. I'm just going to stay in and click Hyper Voice. There's no reason to switch and risk anything. Yeah, so after the extreme speed, so that Life Orb damage, I'm pretty sure I can literally just spam. Yeah, I might outspeed him depending on his set. I can just spam foul play here. I'm pretty sure I can win this because of the fact that he will be taking recoil damage with every hit. So he'll have to like crit Flare Blitz here, and then yeah. So yeah, I actually just knocked him out with foul play because I outsped him. So at least we won that battle. I had to play that one pretty safe too. We're almost into the 1500s actually, so that's pretty cool. So what time are we at right now? We're at 30 minutes, so we'll get one last battle here. Very, very fun live so far. Decent team actually. It's working pretty well, honestly, and we're picking up some W's. So very, very close to the ladder, which is nice. If we get enough points, I believe we can get on it. I'm actually just going to double check real quick. 1491. So if we get, yeah, a good amount of points here, if we play somebody who's higher up, then we might be able to get on here. But we see Electros and Moltres, so I'm scared out of my mind right now. I'm not joking at all, because usually whenever you see things like that, people are very confident in what they use and they know exactly how to use them. So just like me with a Jellicent, it might be weird, but it works. So this is like half an RU team, and it's so threatening. Bro. I'm actually going to check his rank real quick, because I want to kind of judge what kind of player he is. So, okay, it looks like he is pretty low on the ladder, which is pretty nice for me, but you can never be too careful with these kind of players. Moltres, it's probably the lead here, and if you look at my team, I really only have like Aerodactyl, maybe, yeah, Aerodactyl, and that's about it for it. I think I'm going to lead it just because I don't want this Moltres coming in. He actually leads the Tentacruel, so that is the last thing I expected him to lead. But it looks like he's going to be a Toxic Spike variant. That's actually fine by me. He could just go ahead and go for Scald as well. So I think I can just go Jellicent here. It's pretty safe, honestly. Yeah, Hydro Pump here. Oh, Hydro Pump, huh? Offensive Tentacruel. That is a threat and a half right there. There's no way he goes into... there's absolutely no way he goes into something like Moltres here. I think I can fire off a Will-O-Wisp on the potential Tangrowth coming in here. That'd be pretty nice, because that thing's just so bulky. So he does go to Electros, which is great, because he's probably doing that to either knock off or Volt Switch. So now I'm pretty... Oh, this thing has Levitate. Damn. I think Nidoking's still pretty safe, honestly. Even if he does go for knockoff, I'm not too worried about it, because of the fact that I just want to get up my rocks here. Yeah, Wild Charge coming in here. Yeah, I can set up my rocks here. Pretty safe. He should switch. He should be fearing a very powerful hit coming in here. Maybe going into something like Tentacruel again. Because, yeah, he doesn't necessarily have very good Nidoking answers. So I'm going to set up my rocks. Dragon Tail, so that's fine by me. Brings out my Infernape now. I'm going right back onto my Nidoking here. I'm not going to let Infernape get any damage on it at all. Yeah, that's my best play. Yeah, Wild Charge again, of course. So I think I can just Sludge Bomb, or Sludge Wave here. It's pretty safe. Yeah, I don't think he would go into the Cobalion. Very, very risky. So really nice that rocks are up because of the fact that Moltres is a thing. And I'm actually going to go straight into Jellicent because it is a very nice spin blocker, and he can't touch me with the water type move. So either way here, I win pretty much, unless he has Toxic or something. So yeah, Hydro Pump. It looks like he is Specs. Very, very interesting set. Now, potential, yeah, he's just going to go into Tangrowth probably, and I'm going to fire off yet another Will-O-Wisp. If he wants to go into Gardevoir, that thing will be burned as well. So this thing is actually hardwalled, or Cobalion is actually hardwalled by Jellicent too. So yeah, guys, I really recommend using Jellicent in UU. It's not a bad mon at all. A lot of people are bringing up Bronzong too in UU, and it's a pretty good threat, honestly. So make sure you check it out. He has the Acid Spray, so he's not Specs, but I don't think he can touch us, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, getting a burn on this Tentacruel is huge. I want to stay in and risk a potential Sludge Bomb coming in here. Yeah, honestly, it's probably my best play. I'm just going to go ahead and click Recover. Okay, that's fine. I could have double Willowed, but I didn't really want to at all. So Tangrowth coming in here, he could have Sleep Powder. I can actually go Manda Buzz because I have Overcoat, so the thing can't necessarily touch me. That's really nice. I have Rocky Helmet too, so if he's a physical attacker. So it looks like he just knocks off, and that's fine if he knocks off my Rocky Helmet. Once again, it'd be really nice if I had Toxic on this thing, but I can just click U-turn. Actually outspeed, and he does stay in, so probably... What move would he go for? He wouldn't go for double knock. No, there's no way. I'm bringing in Sylveon. Probably picking up a kill. Yeah, Leech Seed, that's fine. Unfortunately for him, he does miss the Leech Seed. Now, what's really nice is because that Stealth Rocks are up, Moltres is no longer a Hyper Voice switching, and the Burn Tentacruel at 76 is no longer a Hyper Voice switching. So, Tangrowth will go down, even if it did have an Assault Vest. I'm pretty sure it'll go down unless it was like fully invested. Maybe it had a slim chance, but anyway, that thing drops, and he has no switch-ins for this thing except Cobalion on the potential sack. So, hard Jellicent here. Now he could have Substitute here, which would like sub SD, which is pretty threatening, honestly. But no, he has Zen Headbutt, which is even better. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can go ahead and fire off a Will-O-Wisp. Honestly, I could potentially taunt if I think the Gardevoir is coming in here to like Calm Mind or something. But yeah, Will-O-Wisp is pretty safe, honestly. Yes, it is. It's not a bad mon, honestly, in UU, guys. It puts in a lot of work. So he does go Gardevoir, and he traces my Water Absorb, but yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp on you. I'm not playing around, so I don't need to go for a Scald when I can just go for a Will-O-Wisp. And this Gardevoir honestly can't necessarily do too much to me because of the fact that it's not Mega and it doesn't have Hyper Voice. So what does it even want to do? Click Moonblast here. I'm not gonna go straight into my Sylveon. That's just a bad play. I think I might taunt here to avoid Dazzling Gleam. That's not going to be doing too much. So I'm going to taunt here so he can't set up any Calm Mind if he is the Calm Mind set. And I can just recover off this damage, and he cannot click things like Moonlight either to heal up. So the Jellicent is coming in clutch here. Dazzling Gleam has no chances to hacks me with any kind, so he clicks GG, so GG, man. I think we'll end the live here because of the fact that it went so well, and I don't think we're on the ladder yet, but I think we're really close, so that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get it next time, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this UU live. It was a lot of fun for me, honestly. Jellicent put in a ton of work on Manabuzz too, and obviously Sylveon. So we hit 1500 in UU, so we are literally like right off the ladder. I would go one more, but I don't necessarily have the time. So we're at 37 minutes. That's a pretty good stopping point for me. If you guys want the team, just let me know. I'll put it in the description if one of you contact me. And yeah, pretty cool team. Honestly, I'll go over it one more time. Stone Edge, Wing Attack, Pursuit, Mega-Aerodactyl with Toxic. Toxic's always nice, just because it always lures in those threats, so that's pretty cool. Now we have the Modest Nidoking, not Timid. We changed that, but like I said, that's personal preference with Stealth Rock and pretty much the usual set. Then we have Specs Sylveon, so these are pretty much the two wall breakers of the team, and they work very well together. I guess you could kind of count in for an ape in there too, but yeah, I guess not that much. And then Aerodactyl is just kind of like a nice revenge killer. Jellicent, kind of like my physical wall. Manabuzz, my special wall. That's pretty much the backbone of this team. It provides a lot of coverage, like defensive coverage at least. They really work well together, honestly. And I guess aside from the fact that they both get blown away from electric, but yeah, then I have Nidoking at least for that. But anyway, so pretty cool team, honestly. Had a lot of fun with it. And then we have the Choice Scarf and Burnape with Gunk Shot, U-Turn, Close Combat, and Phobos. We actually never used Gunk Shot, so that's kind of nice. You could always throw in a different move on this thing too, like I guess if you really wanted to use Earthquake or Grass Knot for those annoying Swampert. Even if you wanted to use something like maybe even Thunder Punch, honestly, for something like Suicune or other Jellicents, you never know, or even any flying types too. So then we have the Rocky Helmet, especially defensive Manabuzz, very much to counter Hydreigon, honestly. I don't want to have Infernape as my only Hydreigon answer, and I don't want Sylveon to be taking something like a Flash Cannon, because they do carry that sometimes. So we are running Mandibuzz for that, and it's just a nice dark ghost resist, honestly. Even it's not a fighting resist, but it's a fighting check in my opinion. So anyway, Foul Play, U-Turn, Defog, and Roost. U-Turn over Toxic just because of the fact that it gives all that initiative. So yeah, very, very awesome team here, guys, and I encourage you to try it out. So if you guys really want the team, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought of this live. I really love hearing feedback from you guys. It helps me out so much. And yeah, I think that'll be it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.